I think that we need to change our mind because we have been educated to go to school to come to be like doctor, a lawyer, and things like this. So the agri sector was not very, we were not very focused on it. But things are moving. I think I'm seeing a lot of young people are coming to develop their activity in the agri, but they need also the support. I think if we have more support of the local authorities, we will see more and more young people that will be interested in it. For me, like when you take example like China, more than 30 years ago, they invest in their young generation. Yeah. So I think we need this to invest in our young generation to push them and assist them to develop this thing because agribusiness is key. It's key for the future. So yeah.
Welcome once again to the Africa Discourse Channel. We are in Abidjan having the conversation on financing agribusiness in Africa. And I have with me in the studios Mrs. Sally Chérif. She's the Chief Representative Officer for West Africa and Central Africa for ODDO BHF Bank. Mm-hmm. I would want her to give us more insights about who she is, what she does, and then we'll kickstart the conversation from there. So, hi.
Thank you, Rita, for the opportunity. So I'm Mrs. Sally Chérif, the Chief Representative Officer for ODDO BHF. It's a financial institution, and I cover West and Central Africa. We are based in Abidjan, and our office here covers the region, so from Senegal to DRC. ODDO BHF is a Franco-German institution. Okay. We have three sectors of activity. One is asset management, the other is private banking, and the third one is corporate finance, international banking and market. In Africa, we are focused on corporate finance, international banking and market. So we cover more than 40 countries in Africa. Our main clients are commercial bank, as we offer them correspondent banking services. We put in place an account in foreign currency to allow the transfer in foreign currency for their clients. Also, we work on trade finance side, as we put some trade line to allow the import of equipment or oil and gas, commodities and everything in Africa. The last part is the long-term financing. That's why we are here, because it's a part of our activities as we finance equipment that can intervene in some projects that can have impact in Africa.
All right, great. So I just want you to elaborate on the last part you said, because I wanted to ask you that what is your organization as a bank doing differently from what other banks are doing to be able to help attract more agribusiness clients to work with?
Okay, so this last part, the long-term financing, is a type of, it's a structuration with credit agency, what we call ECAs. When we are financing various sectors, but we are focused in equipment. All equipment intervene in one sector, we can work on it if this equipment comes from Europe. Okay. So based on that, we can be covered, so the risk is managed. As you know, most of the states in Europe has put in place law to boost the production and also the export of their goods. So as we have the support of the various states in Europe, we are able to participate in a project in Africa via this type of financing. So as of today, most of our clients can be the importer in Africa or the exporter in Europe. Okay. As I was explaining during the conference, is that the base of our finances is the commercial contract between these two entities. As they already established the relationship, we have the importer in Africa that need to have equipment, machine for an industry, for a farm to intensify their production, and you have the exporter. So when they have this contract, they can come at our level. The first thing is that we can disperse the financing via a commercial bank. We are working with more than 230 banks in Africa. All right. So when we are sure of this transaction, we will do all of our analysis, all the bankers, how it's work. And we can contact local banks to say, we have this project, we want you to take a part of it. So we will disperse the funds to the commercial bank, who will disperse at the end the fund to the importer. Okay. But as they say, to be sure that the fund will be used by the banks correctly, is that the first things that the first thing important for us in this transaction is the commercial contract between the two entities. This is the start of the.
So just to understand what you said, your organization works directly with people who are looking for, so more of like the machinery.
Yes.
So let's say the tractor.
Yes.
The industrial machines.
Yes.
To produce into So all right. So you don't work directly with farmers. You are like in between those who are getting machines from farmers and those who are selling machines to farmers. All right, great. So how has operations been for you in Africa? Because you've worked. Is it just in Ivory Coast you work, or you've worked with other African countries as well? And how has the experience been working like in the agribusiness in Africa?
We work with more than 40 countries in Africa. I think our project is not well known. So we are working with most of the institutions to diversify it and to share the knowledge with the population, with the financial institution, with the banks, with the companies. So they know that they can have solutions. As it's well structured, as we know what we are doing, when we are being approached, the analysis is clear, it's simple. And we have the support of the, how we call, credit agency of the states. Okay. So we work in one-to-one with them. And based on that, the transaction is more simple. In Africa today, we have been able to finance various projects in the region. We have finance in Angola, in Benin. The textile zone in Benin with Arise, we work on this financing for the industrial zone, the BTEX one. We finance the wholesale markets in Cotonou, in Benin as well. We work in Sierra Leone for the distribution of water. So we have various sectors, not only focused in agribusiness. And where the transaction, there is equipment that is imports, we can work on it, not only in agri. And we have, as I mentioned, today in Côte d'Ivoire, I think 20% of our GDP is from agri sector. Okay. So if we want to take our part on this thing on this evolution and all the process, we need to work in the agri and improve everything that is currently in place in the country.
All right. So I think my next question is, you don't work directly with farmers.
Yes.
So how do if let's say I'm a farmer, right, and I want to purchase, let's say, an industrial machine that will help me process from tomatoes to tomato paste, how do I get to be able to be part of the benefactors of your financing?
Okay. So first of all, one, you can approach your banks. As I say, we work with more than 230 banks in Africa. One, maybe with your banks, because what I'm trying to do is to share this type of transaction with all our clients, all our partners locally. So if you request it, you can have some of your bank that, I know ODDO BHF is doing this type of structure. We can go and meet them. Otherwise, you can be as a consortium with a lot of, I think, with multiple farmer. So you have some groups that will come to say, we have this huge project, we want to do that, but there is more than 30 farmers. Can you be part of it? That's how I can see it. But as I mentioned, we are here. We open our office in Côte d'Ivoire since more than a year, and we are working just to share this knowledge and to make like a type of marketing about this type of transaction to allow the access, because it's not well known.
Okay, all right. So from now I'm going to talk about both of the events. From your personal standpoint, what is your view on us financing agribusiness in Africa? We say there's a lot of money in agribusiness, but we are not seeing it being reflected in the various industries that are working. What is your take on that?
I think that's the first thing why we are not seeing this fun in the reality is because that's, as you were talking, a lot of small farmer. Sometimes they miss structure. I think if the structure is very important for the investment. So sometimes they miss it, and where the structure is not clear, you can lose some opportunities.
Okay.
And I think for me, it's the role of all the government to have institutions like the FIRCA, the Mr. Diallo that was talking, to assist them, to structure themselves, to share with them the clear process of all the financial institutions and to develop the activities.
Okay.
They need it. When we will have a clear structure, I think the agri sector will we will not be able to stop it, because we are the region in a world that the land are so free. We have the capacity to develop it, to use it, and to feed all the world. So we need a structure. We need to assist the farmer to improve their process, I think.
All right. Thank you so much. I think I've understood what your organization does and then how you're helping the agri industry. So I just want to ask you lastly, in your own words, what are some of the things we think we can do as young people? Because I've been asking everybody this question. I saw a lot of older people in the audience more interested in agriculture than the young people. How do you think are some of the ways we can be able to make sure that agribusiness is being passed on to the younger generation and they look more interested to invest their time and energy into it?
I think that we need to change our mind, because we have been educated to go to school to come to be like doctor, a lawyer, and things like this. So the agri sector was not very, we were not very focused on it. But things are moving. I think I'm seeing a lot of young people are coming to develop their activity in the agri, but they need also the support. I think if we have more support of the local authorities, we will see more and more young people that will be interested in it. For me, like when you take example like China, more than 30 years ago, they invest in their young generation. So I think we need this to invest in our young generation, to push them and assist them to develop this thing, because agribusiness is key. It's key for the future. So yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rita.
Before I let you go, do you have any last words you want to share with our audience? Anything you would want to share for our audience, or anything you'd have to say that I didn't ask?
No, I just would like to say thank you to Rosham for this opportunity. I think this type of event is the first edition. I hope the other edition will be more representative. A lot of institutions are here. People are coming. Exchange are very, very qualified. People that are here are very senior and they are sharing their knowledge. And for me, I think this type of exchange is participate, as you mentioned, to push and to assist the young people, the young generation, to be interested in agri. And I think that's the key. And for me, all the young generation, we will see what they will do. And with this type of events, it will help, I think.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, Rita.
All right, guys. So we had a wonderful conversation with Mrs. Sally Chérif. She's the Chief Representative Officer, West and Central Africa for ODDO BHF Bank. Thank you so much for spending your time with us.
Thank you.